I think it can be difficult to talk to our kids about alcohol. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and I want to protect her. I want to empower her to take care of her body, to resist drinking until her brain's developed, right? But it's hard to talk about that. It's not necessarily a natural conversation like, how was your day?
This is the advice that I give to all parents. Tell your kids the truth. Know what you're talking about and tell your kids the truth. And the reason for that is that the truth is all you need. There's plenty of good reasons why kids shouldn't do alcohol or other recreational drugs.
I'm a scientist, I'm also a parent, and in a lot of ways I practiced on my own children because they were adolescents while Bill and I were working on our book Buzz, which is about drugs and alcohol and the brain. And I've felt really strongly about telling them what my expectations were around drugs and alcohol, along with a lot of other behaviors, and repeating that. So we didn't have the talk. We had a process. And I really believe kids listen to their parents. At least my kids listened to me. My daughter and my children were not paragons. They were adolescents. They took risks, they did things. And I've been fortunate now to see them come out the other side. They're in their 30s. My daughter's a responsible parent. And I've gotten a lot of feedback about the value of being an active parent and really addressing these things instead of assuming that my kid wasn't going to be facing those challenges. And I'm a huge fan of getting real research-based information. So I think information and the courage to use the information with the confidence that their kids really will listen to them, even if they roll their eyes and slam the door or don't want to talk about it, it'll get in there.
When I was a new parent, I got the advice that to talk to your children about sex, you need to start early, when they're babies. Tell them about the birds and the bees. By the time they're ready to hear about it for real, you'll be ready to talk to them about it. And I think it's very similar when you talk to your children about alcohol. If you start early, bring it up often, you get the practice that you need to make it a more natural conversation, to make it a normal topic of conversation, and to be a safe place for them to come when they have questions about alcohol.
You know, I think a lot about the way we brought our kids up and what they learned from us and what we learned from them. I think that at that time, when our kids, who are now a bit older, were coming up, we did not then know how in process the adolescent brain is. The adolescent brain is developing and wiring in extraordinarily important ways that involve truly the outcome of people's lives, their economic future, their emotional future, their future relationships. All of those things are wired in as adolescents. I wish I had known that, and I wish I could have said that to my kids. I didn't know that because those studies were really not yet done. So what we're trying to do right now is teach parents that their kids brains are precious, and they really do need to help them along. Our standard phrase is, for parents, lend your kids your brain, because those kids' brains are not well wired yet for the culture that we live in.